Johnny Murray here, and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about Concord. I'm going to give you my thoughts and impressions because I went ahead and played the beta. I've been playing the beta. I played it last night. I played it for about 3 to 4 hours. I played every character. I tried every game mode. And yeah, I'm going to be giving my thoughts and impressions because this is an interesting game. This is one where a lot of people seem to just not know how it's going to turn out, and I'm part of that group. I'm curious. I wanted to succeed. I was interested in it. I went ahead and played it to get my thoughts, and yeah, I have some things to say, and we're going to be talking about that. But if you guys love gaming, PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, whatever, third party, doesn't matter. If you love video games like me, consider subscribing. I really do appreciate it. Any kind of support you guys give, I thoroughly do appreciate, especially the one in this video right here. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get talking about Concord. So I've been seeing online. I wasn't actually planning on playing the beta. I was just planning on buying the game, actually. And I mean, I had it pre-ordered, but we'll see where that goes. But what really made me want to play the beta is I kept seeing a lot of people actually say that it's really good and it's really fun. And then I've seen a lot of people that, like, influencers that I listen to podcasts or watch their videos, be like, yo, give it a try. It's actually pretty solid. And so I went ahead and I installed the beta and I played about 3 to 4 hours last night. So I guess I'll just go ahead and give my overall thoughts here. My overall thoughts is I think it is okay. I think it's okay. You know, I have some really big pros about it, but I have some really big negatives as well. And we're going to get into all that. But again, these are just my thoughts and impressions after playing 3 to 4 hours, playing every character just for a little bit, trying it out. And the biggest positive I can give this game, and I don't know if this even counts, but I think this game has a lot of potential. And from the 3 or 4 hours I've played, there were moments where I was like, I could see me getting into this. And then there were moments I'm like, do I really want to get into this? You know what I mean? And I think if the content at launch is there, and I think if there is a well thought out roadmap, and I think if they make a lot of changes leading up to the game's release, I'm talking like balancing, I'm talking like game mode changes, stuff like that, I think it could work. There is one big gameplay thing we're going to talk about that I need them to change, but we will end up talking about that later. But let's go start with the positives. Number one, like I said, I think the whole concept is very strong. I know the whole PvP arena character shooter, right, is overused and everybody's tired of it. But I have to say, I think they're actually kind of cracking the code. Not cracking the code. Overwatch cracked the code, but they're hitting on the spot with this game. Automatically, when I booted up the game, I went to look at all the characters, and I found every character to at least look or seem interesting. There's, I think, 5 or 6 different classes in the game, and you can really tell the difference between each class. Each character has abilities that all seem like they have actual purpose and actual use, and so I think the whole concept of being a character-based PvP shooter is working here. I think it works very, very well. I think having that 5v5 dynamic works, and I just love the character designs. I love the just map designs. I just love the whole design of the game, the whole galaxy, space, sci-fi, cosmic vibe that it gives. It really does feel like Guardians of the Galaxy meets a first-person character shooter. And that's what it feels like, and I think that's what it's aiming for, so I have to give it props. I do think they could expand on the characters very, very well. They already said that there is going to be weekly cinematics in the game to help, like, progress a overarching story with the game, which I think that's pretty interesting, actually. The opening cinematics you get in the beta, I thought were okay. They weren't anything special, but I get it. It was the whole, like, and you're off type of cinematic. It wasn't like, yo, Thanos is coming type thing, you know what I mean? But Yeah, that is one positive. I think the concept and the idea of the game is working. Another positive I'm going to give it, and I think this is a very, very strong positive, and this is what you want to see out of a game like this. I think the actual gun combat itself is very, very good. I think the shooting, I think the eliminating enemies, it's all very satisfying. It's all very smooth, clean, crisp. It feels good. I think every character has very unique what weapons. There are some characters that are throwing knives. There are some characters that are shooting grenades. Or some people who have ARs. Or some people who have a crossbow, like a slingshot crossbow. I think all of them feel very satisfying, very, very good. I think it just comes down to your playstyle. That's also something else I'll say about the whole concept and idea. I think having your playstyle is very important in this game. Every character is so wildly different from one another. There were some characters, like, honestly, for the first, 30 minutes of playing the game, I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm feeling this. Like, this is just not feeling good. But then I played another character, and it was just completely different. Like, it's like I was playing a completely different game. I was like, okay, now we're talking. Because it was just a character that I vibed with, I resonated with, and I was just doing so much better with that character. I think it's just because that was more of a playstyle. It was more of a tanky character, and I love tanks in game. Like, I'm usually the tank guy. And yeah, so that also is an applaud for the concept and idea for PvP character shooter. But yeah, the actual gun combat itself, very, very good. I really enjoyed the actual combat. And then another positive, I kind of already spoke on it, but I think the maps and just the overall look of the game is very cool. I'm digging the art style. I'm digging the visual, the visual concept that they got going on here. Like I said, it's kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy. I really love that. I think it's really cool. I think the whole main menus and everything, the UIs are cool. I will say the UIs can get really cluttered at times. It can really kind of get a little overwhelming at times, so I would like to see them maybe fine-tune that, clean it up a little bit but for the most part, I really enjoyed that. Another positive is the music. Something I was not, even on my radar of, I'm curious how the music's going to be, but I think it's very strong. I think the music, it kind of does elevate a lot of moments of the game. When you first boot up and you hear the epic orchestra, it's like, oh snap, all right, I'm here for it. During the actual games, the music is really cool. During, the load ups, very cool. I think the music is very good. But let's get to some of the negatives. And the big negative for me, and this is the absolute biggest negative, and it low-key kind of drags the whole game down. The movement in the game, I just cannot get behind. It feels so slow, so sluggish. It feels like you're playing on ice a lot of time. Like, you could jump, and then, you want to move to another direction, but it almost feels delayed because, your character's so heavy and slow. And then there are some characters that walk like a snail. The tank character specifically. I get tank characters are supposed to be slower, but they walk like this the whole time. And it's just, the movement kills it for me. I think if they just speed up the movement for everybody, just speed it up a little bit, make the, what's the word? The, reaction time of, changing directions more fluent and more precise. I think that would really work, because right now, when I get into a fight and people are in the sky and I'm trying to jump up and stuff, it just feels so wacky, and it just feels very hard to actually control where I'm going, what I'm doing, and how I'm tackling this encounter, because it's just so hard to feel like you're really precise when it comes to the movement, which is really sad, because like I said, I absolutely loved the gun combat. I think the gun combat is very good, but when you put it with just really bad movement, in my opinion, it just ruins the whole thing. Now, there is one character, I don't know the exact name, but it's the anthropomorphic character, like a cat. She has like a SMG. She seems to be like the fan favorite right now. She is fast. She is fast, and she has like teleportation and stuff. She is probably the best character. And yeah, that's why she's everybody's favorite, because she has the best movement. She just does. So I think that is, for me, the biggest thing. I also think the healer role in the game needs to be buffed. There needs to be more healing in the game, because I feel like it is so easy to die. And that might just be a skill issue, and I'm okay admitting that, but in the slight chance that it's not, I do think healing needs to be buffed, because especially a lot of tankier characters that need to get up close, like, you can maybe get up close, kill one person, but there is no healing. And even if a healer is healing you, it's nowhere near enough to keep you alive in those encounters, and you just end up dying no matter what. So I do think healers need to be upgraded. And then the whole game mode thing, it just kind of seems like whatever to me. Like, the team deathmatch and trophy hunt were the two that I played, and number one, they are way too quick. Team deathmatch should not only go to 30 kills. That is way too quick, okay? And then second off, I think trophy hunt is a really weird game mode to have in a game like this, because there's going to be very few people rushing towards where you kill them. Trophy hunt is basically kill confirmed, like in Call of Duty players. But yeah, I think the game modes are kind of whatever. I would like to see the other game modes. I feel like the payload game mode will be really good. I'm really curious to see about that. But I don't know. For me, it just feels like there's something missing with the game, but there really is a lot of potential. I love the concept, but there's nothing gameplay-wise that is making me want to play more. And I think that is a really big issue with a game like this. I said the gun combat is great, and it is. But unfortunately, when you have bad traversal, or just bad movement entirely, when you have really unbalanced characters, and when you have really kind of bland game modes, it's really hard to just want to play for the shooting. There are other games that have great shooting, and I don't think there's anything special necessarily about this game yet, as of the beta, that makes me go like, this is a PvP shooter that feels unique, feels different, feels fresh. It really just feels like a bunch of things combined, and that's what we're getting here. But like I said, I think there is potential. I enjoyed what I played, but I wasn't wowed, and I'm hoping for the best here. We've seen live service games take off in the past. There's no reason it can't happen again, guys. So keep an open mind. I would recommend playing it. I would recommend trying it if you are even at all interested in the game. Give it a try. And my other advice, don't give up after the first character, because you need to find the character that fits your play style. It is a very important thing about this game, and I actually do applaud it for that. So, yeah, but with that being said, there was just my quick thoughts and impressions. I just want to go ahead and get a video out talking about it, because I did play it this weekend. I know it's a big talking point for a lot of people, and it is a big release coming up soon. So, thought I'd give my little thoughts and impressions there. But thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, definitely leave a like, leave a comment section down below provided, and please subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Johnny Moore out. Peace.